I chose for this English project is called It Can Be Done by William J. Bennett. So, here it goes for the first time. The man who misses all the fun is he who says it can't be done. In solemn pride, he stands aloof and greets each venture with reproof. Had he the power he deface, the history of the human race, we'd had no radio, no motor cars, no streets lit by electric stars, no telephone nor telegraph. We'd linger in the age of stone. The world would sleep if things were run by men who say it can't be done. So now that I've recited you the poem, I'm gonna discuss the theme, meaning the message, and structure, literally devices, tone, etc. Now let's start with a message. I think the author is trying to tell us that accepting challenges in life is fun. Like for example, in my case, challenges could be, I don't know, finishing this project and getting an 7 out of 8 in it. It generally happens to me that I receive this task and I say, hey, there's no way I'm gonna be able to complete this project in 3 days and still get an A or an 8 or a 7. There's no way. Still, I try it because I don't wanna fail. And when I finish it and they bring me over my test or my project, I have a 7 or I have a 6, which is still a good grade. This makes me feel really proud about myself because it was a project that I thought it was gonna be impossible to do, and here I am with my project and I got a really good grade. So this is what I interpret from the message the author is trying to tell us, or tell me in my case. Now, as you can see, the structure the author uses is a little bit odd, since he goes from present to past and from past to present. Now, since he's narrating, he's telling us about a guy from the past and how he changed the world. So, from the first line to the fourth line, he tells us about this man that rejects every challenge, tells us this is impossible, this is probably not very possible, but still don't try it because it's hard. Now, from the fourth line to the ninth line, he tells us about what's the consequences of his mistakes. His mistakes being the things he didn't try out, the things he didn't invent, the things he didn't innovate, anything. Now, the consequences would be what we wouldn't have now because of him. That's the part in the structure where it varies a little bit. So, the things we wouldn't have would be radio, motor cars, streets lit by electric stars, which is a figurative language. I think it means lights, like lights or electricity, like the lights that illuminate roads, sidewalks, houses, etc. Then it says we wouldn't have telephone nor telegraph. So you realize that if there would have been people like this in the past, we wouldn't have these things that we have now. Then, from the ninth line to the end of the poem, it says, we would linger in the age of stone. The world would sleep if things were run by men who say it can't be done. He then states that, again, if there would have been men like this, we would still be stuck in the age of stone. then it says the world would sleep. This is another figurative language that he uses in his poem. What I think it means is that the world would not evolve without inventions or innovations, or at least people trying to change the world some way or make the world a better place. If no one tries to make the world a better place or tries to evolve, then the world is not gonna evolve. It's gonna stay as it is, and then it's going to go asleep. It's a figurative term, but you know what I mean. The world will not evolve, so we would stay stuck in the age of stone. Now, I'm gonna revise the TP-Cast analysis and the remaining methods. I don't know if there are many, but I'll try to tell you about them. Now, the title, It Can Be Done, is very simple, and I think it's directed to any challenge in general. This challenge could be, like I told you, whether a project or I don't know, an invention or an invasion, anything. Then then the author has a very negative attitude towards the man in the poem, because he says that the man is relaxed, he doesn't do anything, and well, he's right. The man is relaxed and he doesn't do anything. Because imagine if there would be this guy, Matt, and this other guy, Bob. So, let's say Matt goes up to Bob and says, "Hey, Bob, what's up? I'm gonna invent this thing that can transport 30 kilos of something from this place to this other place in 2 minutes, and it's even faster than if man carries this object, because it would take him 20 minutes. So it's like 8 times that." Bob comes to Matt and says, "You're crazy, that's impossible." So if Matt listens to him, then he's dead, because we're dead, because we wouldn't have cars, we wouldn't have transportation, we wouldn't have the things we would have now, which are technology, very smart technology. Now, if he doesn't listen to him, we would be evolved. We wouldn't be stuck in the age of stone. Now that we've revived the TP-Cast method and the remaining analysis, I'm gonna recite the poem again so that you have a better and, I don't know, clearer understanding of the poem. The man who misses all the fun is he who says it can't be done. In solemn pride he stands aloof and greets each venture with reproof. Had he the power he'd efface the history of the human race. We'd had no radio, no motor cars, no streets lit by electric stars, no telephone nor telegraph. We'd linger in the age of stone. The world would sleep if things were run by men who say it can't be done. Thank you for listening.